Hey guys, as always, thanks for stopping by. It is take number, I think 5 or 6 here. Yeah, it's Spicy Friday and I'm giggling about it already. Let's talk about that. Today's episode is sponsored a little bit differently. It's by one of y'all. I showed this to you yesterday, ODINS Own Bladeworks. He's a viewer. He asked if he could make me a knife. I said, yes, you can make me a knife. I'm not sure if this is a sheath or a scabbard at the size of this. It is absolutely huge. He's a patriot. He's a viewer. I've had really good communication with him. He sent me this, and I thought he could sponsor today's video, so I thought that was kind of fun. He has an Etsy store, and he told me last night that most of his custom work and communication is done over on Instagram. So I'll have his Etsy store link and his Instagram link right down below. Big thank you to ODINS Own Bladeworks. Love my knife. Hey, it is Spicy Friday. You tell me which one is your favorite right down below. And also, as always, crushing those thumbs up is a huge, huge help. I absolutely love Spicy Friday. Up first is Pick of the Week. This was me. I went down the other day and hung out with Black Diamond Gear, Josh and Josh. We had some fun on the range. That range is actually in Josh's front yard. Sometimes being a YouTuber is a lot of fun. Next, I just lost all of them. I got to scroll all the way back, but I'm not stopping. This is like take number 32 or 6, either one. Next, flexing in 2019 and flexing in 2020. I like those memes that lately have been one bullet and saying, up for trade, one 9mm cartridge. I know what I got. Willing to look at trucks, boats, or used motorcycles. Next, Casual Libtard says this, a liberal's guide to labeling. Native American, this is where I lose it, African American, oppressed, smart, hero, scientist, expert, mostly peaceful, and female. Next, also from Casual Libtard, I know that little scroll in there, the Google search thing is really small. It says, where can I buy a gun? And all the red flags pop up. Freedom intensifies. Next, Carrie Wedler says this, U-Haul introduces, well, she posted this, it's from Babylon Bee. U-Haul introduces armored war rigs for California's trying to flee state's post-apocalyptic wasteland. Witness me! It's all shiny and chrome. Next, DC Drano. It wouldn't be Spicy Friday with that little DC Drano in here. If you're driving with a mask on, you don't need a Biden 2020 sticker. We already know. I was telling somebody the other day, like if you see somebody throwing a Molotov cocktail in the street or banging on a cop car or throwing stuff into a private business and looting, who do you think they're voting for? You don't even have to think about it. That's where we're at right now. And if you see an American flag in somebody's yard, who do you think they're voting for? Is it that clear? Yep, crystal. Next, Weapons Daily says this, when your gunsmith says, whoever installed this is an idiot. But it was you, man. I know those feelings. Yeah, I've ruined a few gun parts myself. Next, Scott Adams says this, I have to agree that it might be a good idea to split America into 2 countries. The red part would have police and electricity, while the blue part would be a charred hellscape. That way, everyone gets what they want. Next, breaking news from Allegiance TL. Bombshell NYT report on Trump tax returns shows that he received a $3.5 million wire transfer from a corrupt Russian tied to Vladimir Putin. Just kidding, that was Hunter Biden and the NYT. New York Times will never report on it. Truth. Next. Samantha says this, if Trump was legally to only pay $750 in taxes on a billion-dollar estate, then we want this man in charge of our economy. I call this genius. A lot of talk about his tax returns lately. James Woods, national treasure. He says this picture is to Democrats what holy water is to vampires. You can hear the autistic screeching coming out of the left on this one. Screech, screech. Next, the Cat Whisperer says this, I'm a Gen Xer, so I adapt to new technology like a millennial, but I get angry about it like a boomer. That's so true. That is absolutely so true. I was teaching a class the other day, and I was fumbling with the remote control, and I heard a student go, God, it's just like my dad. Painful. Where's my Gen Xers at out there? Next, this is who we're up against, y'all. Hey, white people, at this point, no can veggies. Hey, white people, at this point, you should have your black friends' Cash Apps, PayPals, etc. memorized. Write them on Post-it notes and put them on your wall, refrigerators, mirrors. Include them in the chat boxes for family Zoom calls. Have your children recite them back to you. She's serious about this. This is what we are up against. And I don't mean we as in like this color. I mean just America dealing with nonsense from communists. Makes me want to grab that knife right there. Next, old Plaid Daddy says this. 3 options. Read the owner's manual, speak to a certified gunsmith, or ask randoms idiots on Facebook. Ow! I love it. That's pretty good. Next, Typical Liberal says this. The fact that celebrities have raised $20 million for rioters' bail and $0 for the looting victims speaks volumes about the elite. Truth. Okay, this next one, it is a lot, but I think it's worth it here. Joe Biden says this. Next, healthcare is a right, not a privilege. All right, gun ownership is a right, not a privilege. I'll compromise with you. Gun ownership is a right, and so is healthcare. Is that a deal? 100% a deal, and they are a right in the same way. I have a right to buy a gun, and I have a right to buy healthcare. No one has an obligation to buy me either. America. Incorrect. Taxes are a thing. We pay for Medicare for all with those, you guessed it, taxes. You may not like it, but I honestly don't care. But if they're both rights, then shouldn't we treat them the same way? Shouldn't your taxes be used to give me free guns? Drama llama, go!
Woo! Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here.
Okay, Antifa. Next, Antifa, we're targeting houses with American flags. Me and the homies. Let's get ready to rumble. It's pretty good. Next, I don't know who this one's from. It's a fake New York Post. Biden campaign retires for the day at 9 a.m. as the election looms. It's a busy day there, Sleepy Joe. Next, Omid Malik, I don't know how to say that. Just confirmed debate number 2 was just a fist fight in a Chili's parking lot. I would pay. Speaking of let's get ready to rumble, I would pay for that one. Can you imagine? That would be like 15 seconds of amazement and probably 2 broken hips. And now my favorite one of the day. Let me know your favorite right down below. At Divergent Mama says this. Me at 13. I don't understand why old people are so cranky. Me at 43. Oh, I'm starting to understand the get off my lawn thing. I'm starting to understand it just a little bit. Feeling a little bit cranky in my old age. Here it is one more time. This is a tool, but there's people that don't want us to own tools. This in our strongest ally, America's strongest ally, England, already illegal. It's coming. It's coming here. But for now, from me and to anyone that is against us or our freedoms to own any tools that protects us or just to own anything that we want to own. Yep, from my cold, dead hands. Have a good weekend, y'all. Bye.